Hi, it's Tracy from Two Rocks Tarot, and today I want to talk to you about a different way of scrying. Now, this particular way of scrying just come out of the blue. It was absolutely amazing. So I have got a couple of crystals sitting on my coffee table, and this is what it looks like. So I'll put a picture up here. So as you can see, it kind of ended up being an altar. It was quite funny because I was showing Nina my new crystal ball, which is the larger one, and behind the smaller one there that you can see in front of the amethyst cave. And she said to me, is that an altar? And I said, well, no, not really. It wasn't meant to be, but it kind of turned out like that. The goblets on either side are goblets that my husband and I got engraved when we met. And I think I should have grabbed them. I think it says 2003 on there. I can't remember. We got married in 2004. I think it's 2003. Anyway, and then, you know, I've got a picture of the triple goddess, and then I've got all my crystal balls on there in the one, because I really like to... all my crystals are above on the shelf, above this actual computer, which I hope... Actually, I just noticed, you know, the shelf has a little bit of a bow in it. A little bit of a bow in it, so it doesn't fall down. So, and I just wanted to see them because, you know, I'm sitting in the lounge a lot. I don't sit up in the front room here very often. And anyway, this at a particular time of day, around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, between 2 and 3, the sun shines on that particular table. And I was looking at the crystals and I thought, wow, that looks so beautiful. I'm just going to take a photo of it. So that's what I did. So I took a photo of it. And then later on that day, I was actually looking at the photos and I could started scrying with it. So as you can see, so this is the new crystal ball that my husband brought me a couple of months ago now. I think after I got the all clear from the breast surgeon, then, you know, I only have to do my yearly tests now. So he brought me this one. As you can see, it's beautiful. This is the original one that he brought me, I don't know, maybe a year or two or something like that ago. And as you can see, the clarity in this one is quite a lot more than this one. But, you know, I absolutely adore them both. Anyway, so, you know, I didn't even actually try to scry with this one yet. I was just, you know, just thought it looked gorgeous with the sun shining in it. Now, I know when you look at scrying videos that or, you know, if you read up about it, they often mention about putting a candle behind it, and I have tried that and I found that quite off-putting. I didn't really like anything in it. But however, when I actually looked at the photos later on, and I'm thinking, what the hell is that in there? It looks like an alien in there. So I zoomed right up in there, and it's Oscar. And I don't know if you are going to be able to see it. Now, I sent these pictures to Nina straight away. She could see him straight away. So could Nat, and I forgot to send it to Evie. So she'll probably see it on here. So I don't know how clear it's going to come up on the screen for you, but the you know, the red circle, that is where Oscar is. You can clearly see his eye. The other eye's on the other side. You can even see the brown sort of colouring on him, you know, under sort of on the side there. I can see his lips, and it's like he's almost like jumped up and looked up at me like that. I kid you, I just was blown away. I couldn't believe it, you know. And it was only when I zoomed right in, because I was looking at the photos, I thought, what the hell's that? You know, and I zoomed right in, and it was him. And then on the smaller one, actually, is it the smaller or the big one again? I think it's on the bigger one. Hang on, I'm just going to blow up the picture so I can have a look at myself. You've heard me mention, I'll just hurry up. And why did it take so long to open up pictures on your computer? That one's Oscar, that's right. And I just want to see, there is you've heard me talking before about a smoking spirit. You know how there's a spirit around me that smokes. Every time he's around me, I can smell smoke. And the picture actually came up of my smoking spirit as well. And then I saw the little round circle isn't actually a man with a moustache. So this actually blew me away. I never thought that of ever taking a picture. I just thought it looked beautiful with the sun shining it, and then all of a sudden the scrying. But, you know, Oscar was so clear as day. This is the first time I've actually seen, when I've seen pictures or images in my crystal balls, or any of my crystals really, that they are actually, that it was in colour, like almost like a living like a living person type of thing. I need this is my dog. Now, come Halloween, it'll be 2 years to the day that he passed, because we actually had to get him put to sleep on Halloween. So, last few days I've been finding hair again on my lounge, on my side of my recliner. I've been finding some of his hairs again. So he's obviously there, but this crystal ball, I really hope you can see it, because I showed Aaron, and for the life of me, he can't see it. So I think his spiritual eyes have been punched shut, because I can't believe that he can't see Oscar in it. So I really love to know if you guys can see it. Then after a while, I've just kept on zooming in. I kept looking at the photos. And this is going to be interesting. And I won't say who it is yet, because I'm pretty sure they're going to announce it on YouTube. But the little round circle there, I know you're not going to be able to see it up on the screen, but that's where it was anyway, is a face of an old man with a moustache. And there's also, so I don't know if this might be even a spirit message for someone out there. I've got some notes here because I had to write it down. There was a little white dog. It's like a Shih Tzu-like dog, but it looks like its little ears are in the ponytail. So I don't know if he actually owned this dog. But then I also saw an Afghan dog as well that looked like had like a veil on with a crown on its head. So I'm not too sure if this gentleman owned both. And he was a grandfather, and maybe his grandchildren used to like to dress up this Afghan, in veils and a crown. You know what kids are like. I used to love dressing up my German Shepherd that we had when I was a kid. So that's what I was thinking. Now, I won't mention who it is, but then somebody said to me, "Oh my God, this looks like," I don't even want to say it, but anyway, they recognise the old man and how it related to them. So, because I don't want to spoil it, because I know they want to announce something, so I'm not going to spoil anything like that. So, after that, as you do, you keep looking and looking. I saw a baby in a blanket, and it looked to be like it had a cleft palate or a dummy. That's what I thought at first, and then I think it's actually a breathing or a feeding tube with and I also saw like a white bunny rabbit toy on, like, right next to its chest with a blue ribbon around its neck, sleeping. So I don't know if there's, somebody has lost a baby, or somebody out there is going through, some major health issues with a child of theirs. It seemed to have quite a crop of hair too. It looked, and again, I couldn't believe the colours. It looked like kind of like a red hair, sort of with very low fringe, I mean, my forehead looks huge now because I've got such short hair. But that was another thing that I saw. I also saw, in this particular crystal, there is a, what looks like, and I don't think, I'm not even going to try and show it, but there's a spot in it that looks like a doorway. It's like an oval doorway. And I actually saw like an old lady sort of hunched over, and she had a dog on her lead. It looked like a German Shepherd. She had long hair, and she also looked like she had a halo around her head. And I've got a funny feeling that first thing that came to me was an angel on earth. So if somebody's recently lost somebody who had an older lady, grandmother, mother, who was a little bit hunched over. So I got a feeling that she walked on one of them, what are they called, Zimmer frames? When they got the four, yeah, that's right, isn't it? When they got the wheels on it, that's kind of what it's hard to, I think that's what you call them, Zimmer frames, sort of the square type frames. She is with her dog, so her dog came to collect her. So I get the image that she used to walk a lot with her German Shepherd, and when he passed, he was there to help her take their final walk together through the doorway through the other side. But I clearly saw a halo on her head, and that's the first thing around her head, and that's the first thing I thought, that she was an angel on earth. So I feel like that this woman was very helpful, very kind. She was loved by many, many people, and I think somebody out there must have had the thought in their head, I wonder if her dog come for her. Well, he did. Definitely did. And this is kind of funny too, and I also saw a lizard. And the lizards that have the really wide mouths, they kind of look pointed here, and they're very, very wide. And his foot was resting on this actual tunnel above. So I don't know if anybody has lost a lizard or not recently. Well, if they have, then this lizard looked very, very happy. And I feel like his, wherever lizards go in the Summerlands, he's found himself a really nice cave that he likes to hang out with, because it was resting on the top of this tunnel. So he's definitely gone through to the other side. Maybe the person who owned the lizard had a fleeting thought, do they have souls? Well, I believe every living thing has a spirit and has a soul, and they have definitely gone through to the Summerlands. So that's what I saw, all by taking a actual picture of the sun shining on it with my iPhone. So it was just, it was just with my iPhone. And that's what I did. And now, of course, I think every time the sun shines at it, I'm actually going to have a look at it, because I haven't really been scrying, because it's quite heavy and because of my hand. I haven't actually been looking at it a lot. Actually, I think that was the first time I actually even scried with it. I've just been admiring it because it's so beautiful. So, yeah, so I thought I would mention it. There's a different way of scrying. So if you've got crystals that the sun is shining on them, take a photo of it and zoom up. You know how you can just move with your fingers on the photo and move it all the way around and just have a look at it. It's absolutely freaking amazing. I mean, that picture of Oscar, I can't get over. It's as clear as day to me. I don't know how clear it's going to be for you out there, but it's just incredible. Might as well look at it while I'm here. Now I can actually see a lady in a white robe, but the dress part looks iridescent. It's got rainbow colours on it, and she's got one hand behind her back. Yeah, I can see that. Oh, it always looks like she's reaching for someone. It always looks like actually that's what she's doing. She looks like she's going to pick somebody up. If somebody has lost a baby, and I sincerely hope they haven't, but if somebody has lost a child, I feel like that this I get Angel has picked him up and is, he or she is being looked after. Sorry, I'm trying to get it out. It's an absolutely amazing crystal. It really, really is. But I just thought I wanted to share it with you. It's such a different way of scrying. Now I can see a handheld mirror, one of the ones that you hold, and it's round. So I don't know if that means anything for you. Oh yeah, that was where the doorway was, and now there's absolutely nothing in there. I kid you not, there's nothing in there. It just looks like a little inclusion. So I might even try to now that I had such a good result with just the sun shining on it, I might actually try again with a candle and see how I go, because I have heard that that's supposed to be a darkened room and a candle. It never worked for me. It's just always like this, broad daylight, but I'm not really getting anything else out of that at the moment. Now, I know some of you might think it could have been the stand that I saw, and it's not actually Oscar. Well, it's not, because it was on the very far left side. It wasn't even, you couldn't even see, because that's the first thing I thought of. It's the actual stand, but it's not, because I checked and it wasn't. He was too much. He was on the side there, like he's just jumped up and looked at me. It's just absolutely incredible. So I just thought I wanted to share that, because it's just blown my mind away. And then, of course, my little one here is the one that I saw, the man in the moustache and the dog that looks like an Afghan sort of thing. It's incredible. Why don't I have a look when I got the phone? Because that's what I kept on doing. I just kept looking at the photos. And, there he is again, a little Osky bear. Oh, that's right. And then I saw... there's a figure in there that looks like a fae, but doing it like a hop. It's got one leg up. I don't know if there's any Jethro Tull fans out there, but Ian Anderson always liked standing on one foot and playing the flute. Well, that's the kind of the silhouette that I'm seeing, of course, minus the flute. So that was another thing that I saw as well. I'm just looking on my camera now because it's all zoomed up. It's all really, really good. And what's that? I haven't seen that before. Oh, that is my reflection of my fingers. I can definitely see that, yeah. So it's definitely, far away. But it just looks so pretty. And it just kept on morphing away. Like, every time I looked at it and zooming it and moving it around, I saw more and more things. So I highly recommend it to try it. I really, really do. So until next time, this is Tracy. But let me know in the comments if you can see what I can see. Bye.